We'll move away from then, head to our very first story where the National Labour Commission is set to meet with the leadership of the Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana, who are attempting to go on an indefinite strike. We have on the line or via Zoom, Executive Director of the National Labour Commission, Mr. Ofosu Asamoah, joining us on this very development. Mr. Asamoah, please, can you tell us the approach into this meeting this morning?
Yes, the National Labour Commission intends to meet the parties as the Mortuary Workers Association, Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, representing the Ministry of Finance, to settle the issue of outstanding allowances and other grievances that were expressed and petitioned by the MOAC. You know, earlier on when we got the petition, we quickly wrote to the Ministry of Health to apprise the Commission on what steps we are taking to abet this impending strike and outlining the complaints of the mortuary workers. In fact, since then, we also invited them to today's meeting so that apart from what they were going to write to us, the other party will also be around for us to iron out the differences if there were any outstanding. So there's been a series of meetings that have gone on between the mortuary workers and the ministry, and all parties seem to have come out with something. We have received letters yesterday and today which suggest a settlement and a directive signed by the Chief Director of the Ministry of Health, directing that the allowances that were outstanding and due the mortuary workers should be paid by the head of facilities to forestall the intended strike action. However, we have not received a letter from the mortuary workers confirming what we have received from the Ministry of Health and the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, telling us that they have implemented what they have to do. So they will be appearing before the Commission after 11 o'clock today, so that it will be put to them. If it is acceptable and it is what it is, then I think the issue will be solved. If not, the Commission will proceed to deal with all outstanding issues so that there wouldn't be any strike or any labor-related industrial action.
Well, Mr. Asamoah, is it this particular letter that is becoming the militating factor, preventing government from satisfying the concerns of these mortuary workers?
Oh, the government, I wouldn't say, is being prevented by a letter or anything that I know of from implementing any. Because at least they have signed a memorandum of understanding. So once it is signed, since the two parties have agreed that this is what we ought to do. The problem I see from all the letters that we have received is that the implementation has been slow. And that is what the mortuary workers are running out of patience. They feel that the government or their employers have not committed themselves enough to the implementation. But like I said, with the letter received yesterday and another this morning, suggests that now a firm directive has been given for the facility heads to implement what is outstanding. So that is it for now. But until the commission sits to put a stamp on it, I think this is what we have now.
Right. So we look forward to the outcome of this meeting. I will definitely
yes, by close of day today, I think the issue should be settled.
We're certain that something positive is going to come out of today's meeting. Mr. Sam, are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And will be accordingly updated.
Right. We're grateful for your time. You had Executive Director of the National Labour Commission, Ofosu Asamoah. Moving on, a High Court in Accra has dismissed a suit filed by Deborah Seriam Dabla, a young woman who sued a former Chief Finance Officer of the First Atlantic Bank, Kwesi Nimako, for reneging on his promises to her in their relationship. According to her, her sugar daddy, Kwesi Nimako, agreed to buy her a car, pay for her accommodation for 3 years, provide a monthly stipend of 3,000 Ghana cedis, marry her after divorcing his wife, and offer a lump sum to start a business. The court, presided over by Justice John Bosco Nabarese, says the relationship between the two was founded on immorality and also did not conform to accepted norms of society. Legal Affairs correspondent Richard Kojunyako has more on this report.
Deborah Seram Adabla filed a suit in January 2023 alleging that Ernest Kwesi Nimakun, whom she refers to as her sugar daddy, made several promises to her during the subsistence of their relationship. According to her, her sugar daddy, Kwesi Nimakun, agreed to buy her the car, pay for her accommodation for 3 years, provide a monthly stipend of 3,000 Ghana cedis, marry her after divorcing his wife, and offer a lump sum to start a business. Deborah Adabla claimed that although the car was initially registered in Nimaku's name, he later took it back, depriving her of its use after just a year. Additionally, she asserted that Kwesi Nimaku paid for only 1 year of accommodation, despite promising to cover 3 years. The plaintiff was seeking an order from the court directed at the sugar daddy to transfer the title of the car into her name and also give her back the car. She prayed the court to order the defendant to pay her the lump sum to enable her to start a business to take care of herself as agreed by the plaintiff and the defendant. Another relief she also sought was for the court to order the sugar daddy to pay the outstanding 2 years accommodation as agreed between her and the defendant. That was not all. She also wanted the court to order the defendant to pay her medical expenses as a result of a side effect of a family planning treatment Kwesi Nimaku told her to do in order not to get pregnant. On Tuesday, the court dismissed the case, saying the writ filed by Seram Adabla discloses no cause of action. The court, in dismissing the case, indicated that the foundation of the relationship between the two was one that the court should not be disturbed with and be invited to give it judicial blessings. The presiding judge, Justice John Bosco Nabarese, says one cannot recover the price of something he or she has committed into an immoral act. The plaintiff, Sarah Adabla, was subsequently slapped with a cost of 10,000 Ghana cedis. Reporting for JoyNews from the court complex, my name is Richard Kojunyako.
Now, from that to some exciting news, the Joy Clean Ghana campaign is yielding positive behavioral changes as 8 out of 10 persons within the Accra metropolis have changed their approach to sanitation in their communities. This was contained in a survey conducted by the Accra Metropolitan Assembly into the impact of the Joy Clean Ghana campaign over a 2-year period. There's more in this report.
The Joy Clean Ghana campaign began with the goal to name and shame environmental health and sanitation offenders on camera to serve as deterrent whilst promoting good hygiene practices of environmental health and sanitation within the Accra metropolis.
The Accra Metropolitan Assembly has quickened its steps to introduce star rating systems to improve sanitary conditions. Just like hotels receive stars, the AMA has commenced the assessment of public toilet facilities with a star rating system.
That was one of the episodes where the AMA was on inspection tour of some public toilet facilities. After 4 years of airing the Joy Clean Ghana campaign, the AMA has conducted a research into its impact on the audience. The survey was done in 3 sub-metros called clusters of the AMA.
250 respondents were selected from each of the 3 sub-metros for the study. Also, 30 respondents each from the 10 regions, making 300, were also interviewed, making a total of 1,050 respondents. The regions include Ashanti, Northern, Upper West, Central, Volta, Bono Ahafo, Western, Upper East, and Eastern region.
One may ask, how many of the respondents followed the Clean Ghana campaign?
The study found that 615 people followed the Joy Clean Ghana campaign on a regular basis, with 247 following when they were around. Another 109 persons said they followed it twice a week, and 79 persons said they followed it once in a while.
The study found that 83% of the respondents have had a change in behavior after the exercises.
83% of the respondents said they had had a change in behavior after following the Joy Clean Ghana exercises. 8% said there had not been any change, and 9% of the respondents could not tell. Going deeper into the findings, 50% of the respondents said they are very careful about food safety now. 24% said they've stopped buying food from outside. 18% also said they have started doing the right things, with 8% of the respondents saying they have stopped selling in dirty environments.
The report concludes that a Joy Clean Ghana campaign brought life into the environmental health awareness in Ghana.
We are doing this, like I keep saying, as a continuous improvement measure. They will not be worried. It will rather put the operator and the cleaners on their toes, and it also gives some comfort to the user. So it's a win-win situation.
This report serves as a background for the Joy Clean Ghana campaign to expand into other areas in the country. The next phase of the exercise will see us coming to a place closer to you. For Joy News, Samuel Kojo Brace, Accra.